Around 10 years ago, wait, this doesn't feel right. Around 10 years ago, when I was a small child, my dad bought a PS4. He bought a Call of Duty game, and my dad allowed me to buy one game. I looked at the options. I could have gotten anything else, but I decided to get that game. Which game, you might ask? Snoopy's Grand Adventure. Snoopy's Grand Adventure was released on basically every console at the time, as a tie-in game with the Peanuts movie that was released on November 6th, 2015. This was a game made mainly for small children. There isn't anything groundbreaking about this game. It's a basic platformer you would probably find in a bargain bin, which is probably why nobody ever talks about it. Also, don't expect an underrated masterpiece from this game. Just trust me. What even happens in this game? Well, let's find out. The game starts with a cinematic where Charlie Brown and his friends play hide and seek with some top-notch voice acting.
Come on, guys. Let's play hide and seek.
Woodstock hops on Snoopy's nose to wake him up to tell him to do stuff. The first level is a basic tutorial level. This basically explains the basics of the game. Jump, collect jelly beans, avoid strange creatures, and etc. At the end, you need to reach Snoopy's house to complete the level.
Well, you guys got here fast. Let's play hide and seek.
Peppermint Jungle is Peppermint Patty's level. There are 3 enemy types. Sandal spiders, these funky little guys just hop up and down, snakes that look like Peppermint Patty's hair, and fishes that resemble softball. In this level, you earn the Beagle Scoutmaster costume that allows you to climb vines. Speaking of costumes, just let me get them out of the way real quick. The Mask Marvel allows Snoopy to dash through cardboard boxes. It also stuns enemies. Astronaut, yeah, that's what the costume is called. Genius. This costume gives you low gravity. Joe Cool. This costume allows you to freeze enemy from your coolness. Okay, which level are we on again? Oh yeah, Peppermint Jungle, almost forgot. The boss level is where you fight a giant mask by shooting baseballs at it. It takes a total of 3 shots to defeat the boss. This boss fight kinda sucked. The mask design is pretty cool though. I didn't add that sound effect. This is what it actually says in the game. What am I doing with my life? Most of these levels are about the same. All of the levels have 4 to 5 rounds to complete until you get to the boss. The enemies in this level are totems, thorns, football fish, cannons that shoot out baseballs, and a giant that can roll. Oh, we're already at the final level. The final boss is pretty okay in my opinion. At the start, you climb up these pillars. You see this funky little guy climbing up. Eventually, you reach it. You just need to stomp on its head to win. King Totem will cry, causing you to pull it up to Linus. This boss level was way better than part 1. It's still bad, but it's better, since it is more creative than just throwing 3 tennis balls at a mask. This is the 3rd level of this game. This level is themed, which is pretty cool. This is Lucy's level. The enemies in this level are robots with Lucy's hair, and energy balls. Not as many enemies as the prior levels, but one thing I love about this level, heck, even the entire game, is that it looks really close to the original though. I also love the onomatopoeia that pops out when you eliminate enemies. This does feel like a faithful adaptation to the film. The boss in this level is actually sort of challenging in my opinion. This final boss is basically the giant bull level in Super Mario Bros. But slightly worse. You have to outrun a giant Lucy robot. Eventually, when she reaches you, you literally just lose 1 health. You can easily just get it back by catching it, and you can also easily outrun. It isn't perfect, but it's better than the prior 2. Once you finally reach the end, Lucy breaks the sound barrier and eliminates the boss. Like I mentioned, this felt like a copy-paste of the giant bull from Super Mario Bros.
I'm in space.
I know you are, mate. Yeah, we're both in space.
This is one of the only levels that actually use plot points from the original film. This level is in the sky. Instead of walking, you are flying on Snoopy's house. There are only 2 enemies in this level. Pink blimps and German planes that attack you from the background. The final boss is, you guessed it, the Red Baron. This run's concept seems awesome, but it isn't. You just duck the plane and you just duck the fire from the plane and catch Franklin at the end. This level somehow makes the mask boss look a lot harder than it already is. At least that level ends fast. This level takes forever. In my opinion, I hope the Red Baron crashes.
We're rats. We're the rats.
reminds me of my favorite movie, The Movie. That's your favorite movie too, right?
Yo, my favorite movie is Frozen.
Let's go all the way from the skies to sewers. This is Pigpen's level. You can find blob creatures, dust clouds that go boy. Copy and paste of the football fish from level 2, but doesn't shoot. The final boss is very similar to the second boss fight. This boss fight is a giant blob creature in the background. It releases its toxic goo below you. You need to escape its goo or you die. When you reach the top of the level, you find Pigpen and defeat the boss, sorta. It just floats there when you find Pigpen. Like I said, similar to the second level, this is better since there is an actual threat in this one instead of just running to the top because why not? This is a better final boss than the previous one, but the best has yet to come.
Okay, now I kill you.
Wow, that's great pick choice for favoriteest movie. I wonder if I have to think that now.
Now I get to be the giant rat. Cool, surprise.
When I was recording this video, I thought I completed the game. I remember this level, but I couldn't find it. I just thought this was a fever dream I had. Thank goodness it wasn't, since this is probably the most creative and fun level. I mean, it's not perfect, but still. This level is based off of Beethoven. This is Schroeder's. How do you say that? The enemies are bats that look like Beethoven. Clarinets that have
Schroeder's.
and Beethoven heads. I don't know how I almost forgot to mention this, but the Beagle Scout stars 6 collectible items that you find through secret spots throughout the game. Overall, this level is really good, but the boss kinda sucks. The boss has 2 hands that try to squish you. You just need to dodge them and you'll be fine. It's still better than the mask one. At the end of the game, Charlie Brown wins in hide and seek and says, "Holy crap, I actually won something in my life." And he says the little red hair girl and gets embarrassed, and they dance.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now.
That's the entire game. The final question is this game good, or is it just a cheap money grab? This is one of my main praises towards the game. I might have already said this, but if we had to have a Peanuts movie video game, this is probably the best outcome. There is some creative stuff in this game, but it's literally just a basic platformer that is sort of confusing sometimes. Which is my next point. The game is a little confusing sometimes. While I'm playing this game, I thought it was going the correct direction, but I ended up just finding a frickin' Beetle Scout, and I had to walk all the way back to where I started. For a kid's game, this is pretty confusing sometimes. This is obviously just a game for little kids. From the kids cheering and this game only being 2 hours long, this is a game you would find in a bargain bin. You heard me say that at the start. I'm bringing it back because I'm lazy. And finally, what do I think about this game? Okay, this game is really, really bad. I was slightly hoping that would be as good as I thought it was. I have a lot of nostalgia towards this game. It was really cool reliving an older game I used to love. One of the games I did play when I was younger that I still think holds up is the Lego Movie video game. That's a topic for another day. If you have nostalgia, I would not recommend this game. There are moments where I paused and questioned my life choices, and I remember this video. Well, that sucked. I really don't know how to end this video. But, as always, peace.